Los Santos never sleeps. It hums like an electric current under your skin. Skyscrapers shimmer with greed, sirens echo through the valleys, and the streets tell stories of dreams sold cheap. In the middle of this chaos lived Elena Cruz, a 32-year-old paramedic who had seen more blood than most soldiers. Her days began before sunrise and ended in flashing red lights. To her, saving lives wasn't just a job. It was the only way she could make peace with her past. 10 years earlier, Eleanor had been part of the South Barrio Angels, a gang that ran small-time jobs in East Los Santos. She had joined for protection, for family, and because back then, nobody offered her anything better. Her father was gone, her mother was lost in addiction, and the streets were the only thing that remembered her name. But one night changed everything. A drug deal gone wrong left her younger brother dead. From that moment, Eleanor swore she'd never pick up a gun again. She rebuilt her life from the ashes, studying at night, working at a clinic by day, and eventually earning her EMT badge. She kept her head down, but in Los Santos, the past never stays buried. It was a Thursday night, quiet but uneasy. Eleanor and her partner, Marcus Doyle, cruised down Dutch London Street in their ambulance. The radio crackled. Unit 47, possible multiple GSWs near El Burro Heights. Suspect still at large, Marcus groaned. Another gang shootout. Why can't people just fight with words? Eleanor gave a small smile. Because words don't scare anyone in this city. When they reached the scene, chaos greeted them. Police sirens blared, smoke hung thick in the air, and people screamed for help. 3 men lay bleeding near a burning SUV. Eleanor ran to the nearest one, a teenage boy, maybe 17. His hands were shaking. "Please, help my sister," he gasped. That's when she saw a girl, around 15, trapped under the overturned vehicle. Without a second thought, Eleanor crawled under, flames licking closer. "Marcus! Fire extinguisher!" she shouted. She pressed her shoulder against the door and pushed with everything she had. Her gloves sizzled from the heat, but she didn't stop until the girl was free. When they finally pulled her out, firefighters cheered. But Eleanor didn't hear them. Her eyes were fixed on the gang tattoo on the boy's arm. South Barrio Angels. Her old gang, her old life. That night, Eleanor couldn't sleep. The faces of the kids haunted her. The same streets that took her brother were now claiming another generation. She drove to her old neighborhood the next morning. The graffiti was different, but the air still smelled of smoke and desperation. At the corner of Jamestown Street, she found Rico, an old friend, or what was left of one. "Eleanor Cruz," he said, lighting a cigarette. "Didn't think you'd ever come back." "I'm not back," she replied. "I'm just asking questions." Rico smirked. "Questions can get you killed here." She leaned in. "Who's running the Angels now?" He hesitated. "Some new kid. Calls himself Spider. Hot-headed, stupid. Thinks he owns the East Side. That shootout last night, his crew. They hit a rival stash house and got ambushed. Police are looking for him, but he's got connections. Where can I find him? Eleanor asked. Rico squinted at her. Why? You gonna patch him up or take him down? Maybe both, she said. By nightfall, Eleanor found Spider's hideout, an abandoned garage off Supply Street. She stepped inside cautiously. Music thumped from a speaker, and a dozen young men stared at her like she didn't belong. Because she didn't. Spider was barely 20, with slick braids and a silver pistol at his waist. Who the hell are you? He barked. Elena Cruz, she said calmly. Used to ride with the Angels before you were out of diapers. He laughed. Oh yeah? I heard about you, the medic who went straight. What you want, Grandma? I want you to stop getting kids killed, she snapped. The room went silent. Spider smirked. You think I'm the problem? The city's the problem. No jobs, no hope. You left. We didn't have that choice. You always have a choice, Eleanor said. You just need someone to show you. Spider's grin faded. Lady, I ain't looking for a preacher. She took a step closer. Then look for a way out before it's too late. As she turned to leave, one of his lieutenants, a tall guy named Jax, blocked her path. You talk too much for someone walking alone. Before he could grab her, she twisted his arm and slammed him into the wall. The room froze again. Eleanor's eyes burned with the fury of a woman who'd buried her past and wasn't afraid to face it. Spider raised his hands. All right. You got guts. I'll give you that. What's your plan, hero? Meet me tomorrow at St. Mary's Clinic. I'll show you the next day. Spider actually showed up. Not in his usual swagger, but cautiously, curious. Eleanor took him through the clinic, where she volunteered on weekends. It